Okay, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. Wow. Alrighty then. Okay, are we ready? Jasper, no, no, no. No, 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 you're not going to bite that wire. Come on now, don't start with this. No. No, don't start with this nonsense. Hey! I said no, that's it. You're in trouble already. That's it. Leave the wire alone. Okay, what's up, Airhead? How's it going? We ready to begin, everybody? I want to get caught up here. I'm going to look at my menu at my abilities again. I don't even remember what we're doing. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hello, everyone. Phil here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. It's been a while. We've had an interesting week of special events and things going on. I finally get a major stream to sit down and play again. What's funny is last time around we had ginormous developments, right? Like, Clive had gone through the whole Phoenix Gate dungeon. He had realized that he was actually in control of the Icon Ifrit. In fact, if you take a look at gear and icons, you can see that we now have all these different abilities, you know, that we can have. And I think we might want to actually equip one of the new ones, one of the Ifrit abilities. If we take a look, what do we got here? Here we are. So we've got Limit Break. Use L3 and R3 when Limit Break gauge is filled to semi-prime, improving battle performance for a short period of time. I mean, that's great. And that's by default, correct? We don't have to equip that one. I think that one we just have. But then we have Will o' the Wikes. Summon a storm of fireballs that will circle around Clive, damaging nearby targets while also absorbing damage. That could be really useful, right? And then we've got Ignition. So this one, he dashes forward and hits for a bunch of times. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Like a ton of hits. So I guess the question is, like, because this replaces, if we equip those, it replaces the abilities that we have for Phoenix, right? So I guess the question is, like, what would we want to replace? Like Heat Wave is really good for distance, and I believe it stops projectiles. Scarlet Cyclone I've liked as a good area of an effect, right? So, and these we can't change. We can't change these abilities. We're going to have these no matter what. Should we maybe get rid of Gouge and try Wicked Wheel instead? Because it's an air juggle. You're good at air juggle. The only thing I'm worried about is that Wicked Wheel isn't going to launch big enemies. So if I'm fighting a boss, it might not be effective. But Gouge is effective on the bosses. Right? Maybe I should save my points for the ultimates. In fact, I think that's what I will do. Because these ultimates look sick. Like, look at that. So, you know what? I think I am going to save. So, we know this. We don't know these. Right? It's pretty crazy. I wonder how many hits that is. It could be really good. But the thing is, I like the Cyclone because it hits a radial group of enemies. So maybe I'll get rid of Heat Wave then. Maybe I'll get rid of Heat Wave. But it's funny because Heat Wave I upgraded. I don't know. I don't know what to do. What if we reset Heat Wave? Okay. So I reset Heat Wave completely. Alright? Like, what if I want to reset everything? You can't unlearn Rising Flames. You already knew it. Okay. So let's learn Ignition. Alright? Let's do that. And then... This is an ultimate, right? This is a move we just have. It's a passive, correct? What's the upgrade on this? Adds a second limit break gauge. So you get 2 limit break gauges. Oh, that's good. Right? I don't know. I don't know what like, that's probably good, but I kind of want an ultimate attack right now. So this one is summon a massive pillar of fire that will burn all enemies caught in the flame, and you'll also restore your HP. Summon a tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies upon ensnaring them, inflicts multiple hits. Alright, let's do this one. Let's do one where he gets HP back. I like that idea. Okay? Cool. Dude, the upgrade is so expensive. Increase the number of hits. Okay, so we have that now. Now, how do you do that? How do you even equip that? Is that... Hold on. Oh. Okay. So we have Flames of Rebirth, and we have Scarlet Cyclone. Then we have Gouge, and we have Rook's Gambit. Okay. Alright. Good. That's what I wanted, an ultimate. Grim Reaper says save your points. Well, I wanted an ultimate, and people had been suggesting we get an ultimate. But now I probably will save my points. I just dumped all those. I think it makes sense to start saving now. So, okay. Let's proceed. It's been a bit. Insufficient inventory space. Auto use the high potion. I have 3 high potions, 3 regular potions. Okay. I got my limit gauge now. Pretty cool. Alright, can I be honest about that water effect? That's really bad. That's one of the worst water effects I've seen in a long time. Like, yeah. It's just scenery, though. It's not a big deal. You can use Ifrit abilities with any icons. You can use Garuda and add Ifrit abilities. Oh, I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is if I didn't like one of the Garuda abilities, like let's say, for example, I don't like Rook's Gambit. It's not true. Oh, wait, I'm not using Ifrit abilities. I'm stupid. I'm using Phoenix abilities. Never mind. Okay, I get what you're saying. If I learn Ifrit abilities, I could use them equipped to Garuda, but I don't have any yet. Gotcha. Arkham, what's going on? The marathon went really, really well. Good to have you back.
Come on.
Come on. Felix Tomate says those weren't as good as Final Fantasy IX water effects. Flip Flop says I recommend skipping a lot of the side quests. The story is the highlight of the game. Yeah, I hear you. I'll do side quests if they're fast, but I don't think that I should be wasting too much time doing them. Here we go. The town is in shambles. What's going on here? Look.
What happened here?
Why are they poking them? They're already dead.
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
Wow, I had this charged already? Shit. God damn. Yo, I killed almost all of them, right?
Remember our orders? No survivors.
Who would order such a thing?
That was a sick attack. Oh shit, I didn't know there were enemies. I wasn't paying any attention. What the hell? What is he attacking an enemy? Damn, that thing ran out so fast, that limit break. It kind of sucked. It was way too fast. Like, it was so fast, I didn't even get to really figure out what I was doing. Huh. Grim Reaper says only do side quests that have a plus next to them, because they will help your character out. Oh. We'll have to look and see what we got once we get to an area, obviously, with them. See what the difference is.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded?
I wanted this
You
fucking...
were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Oh my god. Alright, stupid.
Garuda, let you... Get him, boys. It's over. Get him, boy.
Kill all the ducal dogs.
Ducal dogs.
Gotta remember to do this. Remember this combo? Oh my god, that's so good. It's the stab and magic, and it's like an endless combo. Look, stab, magic. Stab, magic, stab, magic. He can't even stop getting wrecked. Look, he just keeps getting knocked back off the screen. Look, he keeps getting higher and higher the more I hit him. This is pretty insane. I don't have you. Oh, there we go.
That's it.
Someone heal me.
Yeah, I don't really like the limit break right now. It's so fast. It goes away within a matter of seconds. I don't know if I really like it. It's such a quick thing. Oh man, Arkham said he had a crazy trip. He goes on a trip and then there's a crazy thunderstorm and no power for a day. What, the Pyramid Head? You're serious? They put Pyramid Head in the game. What is this?
By Empress Annabella's command.
Why is Pyramid Head in Final Fantasy?
My mother ordered this. Why?
Right.
I know. It could wait.
Okay. Oh, I gotta remember to dodge. That's right, there's dodging in this game.
Sick of Toggle. Too slow.
Wait a minute. Is this the same enemy type? It is, isn't it? It's the same freaking enemy as the Goblin. It's exactly the same. Except he just isn't human.
Not this time. Get him, boy.
Parry. Tried to dodge, but too many effects on the screen. Couldn't really see what was going on.
Damn this quickly.
Again, can't really see what's going on.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Tried to dodge. Tried to dodge again. Jeez. Just won't dodge. I can't do it. I'm pressing right bumper, but it's already hitting me. Like, okay. Well, I'm not gonna do about that. But again, it's exactly the same enemy. It's the Goblin, only now it's a human. So that's kind of lame. It's just a reused enemy. It's pretty lame. Jesus.
Sorry,
Murdered Lady Hannah from earlier. Wow.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
Messed up.
We're too late. Gav. Clive.
We're too late. It's pretty crazy, Arkham. I'm sorry to hear you had such bad weather during
On the
your
orders of the
little trip
Duchess,
there.
eh?
What's up, Gabriel?
We knew Eastpool was harboring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers.
What's up, ex-shooter?
The way father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
Because they're assholes.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Oi!
Oi!
Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
So High's Darkness says if you do side quests, please do them because you'll get a mount and the best gear in the game from them.
Now,
Am I hungover at all?
so, lead me to your nest.
Who's this?
Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Suspicious character. What a nice name. All right. Yes. We're going here. We're going back to the hideaway for the story. Okay. Let's advance the story here. So, all the townspeople that you just spent time with were murdered. How nice. It's messed up.
To Sid
Righting
Solar,
wrongs.
then. We have a lot to discuss.
Sid's Solar. To Sid's Solar.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Solar. You name a room that? A solar? Why? Because the sun comes into that room? They call it the solar? Why do they call it the solar? Jade says, hello, Wolf. How are you, boy? Yes, Torgal. Torgal the Wolf. I'm sure he's doing good today. Escanor says, you can lock onto enemies? Oh, yeah? How do you do that? I don't even remember. 672 says, you want to give you a shout out for getting me into Yakuza series. I'm a few games in now. I'm glad I decided to give this game a chance after watching you play Like a Dragon a few years back. Excellent. I love Yakuza, as you know, so I'm glad to hear you're into it. Grim Ripper just did a super chat. Thank you so much. He says, once you master your abilities, you can mix and match your abilities with different abilities. Once you master them, when you get them to the master level, right? That's right. Thank you, Grim Ripper, for the super chat. Zero says, Mayor probably talked too much and got murdered because he wouldn't shut up. Oh, no, that's messed up. I mean, I was bothered by the cutscenes, but it doesn't mean he had to die. They could have just never talked to him ever again. It's messed up. L1 is lock on? L1. Okay, thanks.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
Well, in
I
regards
still
to
don't know
Ifrit, he
what to
did.
make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
And what happens when he dies? Does someone else inherit
Spoken true.
that icon then?
Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me.
Oh my god, so cheesy. Cheesy dialogue now.
Lives
Very
that-
generic.
I see now were scarcely worth living.
Oh, I was so about killing, but now I love life.
Be they
In fact,
Bearers
I'm
or
going to
beggars.
become a farmer
march blindly
and
to
run
their end.
livestock and hurt no
Never
one ever
realizing that
again.
they too
Oh, what's that? A
deserve
little
a
bug?
choice.
Stomp it! Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
Oh.
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
So they're a couple now?
I'll
Maybe?
be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
The Final Fantasy theme?
What trouble are you
What?
looking to get yourself into now?
The actual Final Fantasy theme.
We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
To Mummy? Did I ever play Lost Odyssey? Yes, before I was a YouTuber, and I absolutely loved the game, but I've never played it as a YouTuber. I would love to play it someday. But let's play Final Fantasy XVI right now. Oriflamme. The Holy Empire. The Council of the Elders.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we
So what is this
speak.
blight they keep talking about? Have we even really seen it yet?
Naught but ball and bluster.
Ah! Oh. Well, everything's going to shit. Time to smell the flowers.
Your radiance?
Oh my god. Look at this guy.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
The Empire. You know we're fighting this guy at
If
some
you
point,
mean
right?
the Crystalline Dominion's holdings. We are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
Well, well, I don't.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands.
I'm in charge, yet somehow everyone under me does the wrong thing and I criticize
You
them.
sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean.
Duh.
It is time we expanded our dominion.
So don't
This is
figure
the
out how
one
to end the
great
blight
leader.
or stop the blight from growing. Just take over the other lands that aren't infected with the blight.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
So who is this Emperor guy? First time we're ever seeing him, right? He literally just changed the course of history. Apparently they were always a non-violent people, and now he just turns aside. Go conquest people.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again.
So his son is Bahamut. The Bahamut dominant. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals, we look to for their so-called blessing.
So the crystals are what's destroying everything.
Alright, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
Those in power, duh.
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch.
Okay.
Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
This has always been a running theme in Final Fantasy games, right? In Final Fantasy IV, they're using the crystals for bad, and it starts to, for bad reasons. It starts destroying the planet. In Final Fantasy VI, the Magicite, right? That's made out of the dead Espers, right? And in Final Fantasy VII, the Mako energy or Mako energy that they're drawing from the planet, it's destroying the planet. So in this one, oh, see, we've been using these crystals all along to cast magic, but by the way, it's sucking the aether out of the planet, and now the planet's becoming blighted because of it. They all have these running themes. So you see, even though this game really doesn't play anything like previous Final Fantasies, the overwhelming themes and arcs continue, or the overarching, you know, misuse of resources, misuse of power, and it then ends up destroying the natural way of things. It destroys the planet. Kind of like on real Earth when we're mining for fossil fuels and things, and then it destroys the planet, it destroys the atmosphere. You see, it's kind of the same themes overarching here. So after, how many hours are we into this? Like, literally now, we just got the plot of the game. Like, that's actually the real plot. We've been waiting all along for the plot. We are about 12, 13 hours in, and we just finally figured out what the game's about. Pretty much the same thing that all the other Final Fantasy games are about. Wow.
Aid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
All right.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
If everything we were taught about the Mother Crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived?
I'm sure everything. It's all bullshit. So there's new crafting recipes now at the blacksmith. We've got Red Letter Day at the banks. There's something new like everywhere. Fat Chocobo. Orcus. Oh, that's the freaking jukebox. I don't care about that. What do you think? Is that side quest worth doing? I don't know. I don't know. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my PlayStation shirt today in honor of me actually using my PlayStation 5 for once. This is the only game currently I'm playing anything on. The only game I'm playing anything on the PS5 with, so. A courier.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
Wow.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on.
You know,
for
can I be
days.
honest about something? Take a look at this guy's face. So obviously he was one of the slaves, right? The branded. Well, they removed his branding, but now he has a giant scar. So what's the point if you already know that you were branded? Like, you can tell he was branded and he removed his brand. Isn't that the same as being branded? You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless if you could see it or not, if you could tell that you had it, then you're still going to be categorized in that class, and people are probably still going to treat you that way, right? So what's the point of removing the brand if it still looks like you had one? Right?
Maybe if you retrace your
They don't have
steps.
laser tattoo remuval here in the world of Final Fantasy XVI, I guess.
If I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Of course. I'll have to go look for this letter wherever it could possibly be, and it's probably going to be out in the open world. Find it at some point.
Sure he doesn't.
So don't skip side quests with a plus. See, I don't know. What do you mean? That one didn't have a plus, right? I don't think it did. So that one was not a big deal, I guess, because there was no plus on it. Needs of the Many. There's another side quest at the entrance called Needs of the Many.
I should make the
That one doesn't have a plus either, does it?
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
He's never this late. Where are you?
See, now he didn't remove his brand.
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left.
All right, so he left, and you got to go find him. All right. So I'm being told green exclamation points are just for a little bit of extra experience or money and reputation, I guess. The ones with the pluses are the ones that are the more important ones. But I don't think have we even seen one that had a plus next to it yet? I don't recall seeing one.
Well, what do you want?
I can make a flame tongue, which apparently is an upgraded version of the storm cry. And it would be better than the sword I have equipped right now, right? Okay.
Should last you a good while.
Everything else here is the same. If I had Imperial Link, I could make battle chains +1, but it's not even as good as what I have, right? Okay, we're good. I got a flame tongue.
That it? Fine.
It's an upgraded version of the sword. Alright. Alright, onto the main quest line.
So what
Karen
God's
here.
forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yep, so we don't need anything, right? A Lionheart tonic gradually fills your limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Huh.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic.
How nice.
If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Yeah, I'm being told I have not seen the first plus side quest yet, but it's coming. Okay. Alright. I received my first major tip of today. A $20 tip from, of course, 1 Minute Man. Thank you, 1 Minute Man, for your ongoing and usual support of all of my content and streams. I really appreciate that. Thank you, 1 Minute Man. Let's get your animation going and get you up on the leaderboard. Guys, if you enjoy the chill vibes of the Final Fantasy XVI playthrough, it sure would be great if you could support it in some way. As easy as just liking the stream would be one way that you could help out today for engagement purposes. But outside of that, you know, the many ways you can support YouTube streams, including super chats or a membership or a gifted membership would be great, because again, we did lose some more gifted memberships overnight, and now we're down to under 500. It sure would be great if we could get back up to 500 by the end of today. Tips, all appreciated. All right, guys? Okay. Here we go.
Live, was it?
Wait, should we trade in? See, I don't know if we get any rewards for trading this stuff in with this guy or not.
Very well. Have you come for a tale?
Here you go. We're level 2. So you get rewards for that?
This, I believe you will find most interesting.
New entries, Continental Accord and the Founder.
You wish to study the tomes?
I don't know what these levels do, if they actually add anything significant or not.
Always welcome, Clive.
Doesn't say, right? It hasn't explained it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just don't remember.
So you really go through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time,
His
due
legions?
south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that.
Not that.
That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute.
Oh, a House of Ill Repute. That sounds like a great place to hang out.
If you know what I mean.
A woman.
They really, again,
Right.
The Game of Thrones themes continue,
Don't go
right?
blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I'm sure you will, you pervert. Anyway, Chad King says, would you recommend your chair for someone with lower back problem? Maybe. It does have nice lumbar support. This is the best lumbar cushion I've had in any real chair that I've owned. At the same time, it's not meant to be like a fully ergonomic experience or anything, so I'm wondering, I'm sure you could probably find a much better office chair that would have better ergonomic stuff. Plus, this does not have a height adjustment at all, so if you're not the right height for it, yeah, you're pretty boned. And I'm around just under 6 feet tall, and it's pretty good. If you're taller than that, it's probably too small for you. And if you're way shorter, you'll probably be like floating, right? Okay. Alliant reports are available for reviewing. Speak to Gout? How do you say his name? At the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway Mess. The reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests available across the world of Valisthea. Okay. I received a $1 tip from an idiot. I'm just going to ignore what they're saying because it's really idiotic. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
I suppose that's everything.
I love it.
Now to find Gav.
All right. Can we continue on with the plot now? That'd be nice.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Nah.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
By the way, let's wear these flamboyant outfits while we go. Totally won't be noticed.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Shut up, Gav.
Sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
I guess that Torgal's going to stay with us for the whole game, huh? Sure seems like that. Alright, so now we're actually able to travel anywhere we want. As you can see, we got a side quest at Martha's Rest. We got a side quest at the Orbel Downs. There's another icon there that I don't know what it is. See that? There's a different icon there. I don't know what it means. Well, I think for now, we're just going to make progress here. We're going to head to where we're supposed to go for the story. So, alright. Here we go. Oh yeah? Jay Kuma says, get ready.
We're meeting in
for a
Northreach.
gaming trope is coming up.
I find Sid in jail before this dame finds me.
A million things in the map. Elaine.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
Great.
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. The man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
Okay, so let's just get it. Whatever it's gonna be. Seriously, the talking is so slow. Alright, another side quest. If we just happen to run across these in our, you know, escapades, I'll probably do them. But if they end up being things that you have to go, like, way out of your way to do, then I probably won't do them. So I guess we'll have to see.
Now his daughter had been stealing
His daughter group. Lude says, we're at the same point in the game now. I enjoyed doing the side quest. Did you? My nose itches.
Master Quentin will never forgive me.
A meal?
I want no trouble.
Beat him up. Slap him around.
Wait, that's...
Alright, let's just mash through till we find out what he wants. Something about grapes. Right? Seriously. Dying on the vine. Let me sit here for 10 minutes and talk to you. Completely monotonous dialogue. Has nothing to do with anything. Or I could just do mash through and now we can play the game. So where are we going? We're going up? I think so. I said go up. I said, go up. Okay. Anything nearby? This one says 75 yards that way. This one says 40 yards that way. What's a 75 yarder? I gotta go down again? Oh, there's the stairs. Okay. We're about to hit the gym. All right, North Scout, have fun at the gym. Tonight it is Zelda. We're gonna complete that quest line we're doing to unlock fast traveling, and then we're gonna do the 5th dungeon, which is the Hyrule Castle. I hate this woman next to me. She smells. She never bathes. Tell her to jump in the river.
Anything I can get you?
All right, the new arrivals. What do they need? They're very depressed. You can tell. They're very sad individuals, right? Okay. Speak with someone at the inn about a meal. Well, that's too far away. Anything, like I said, anything nearby I'll do, but if they're too far, I'm not going to do them. What's this?
That'll be enough for today.
Over here?
Can I have another?
Hello, are you the innkeeper?
Sorry.
I have something to say to you.
Oh,
Blah.
that's
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah. Oh, blah. Blah. I got bread and wine. How nice. And there's also this person over here to talk to. Oh, hello, blah. Blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Oh, blah. Oh, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, blah. Very nice. Okay. So now we know we have to search for Randall in Lawbert's Pass. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, now we can give these people their food. See, this one wasn't so bad. It was right along my path, so it's not, like, diverting from where I need to go. Do it fast, and then we'll go do the other one. By the way, a couple small tips have come in. I will shout those out in a second here. Excuse me, sir, you look hungry. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Blah. Oh, that sounds delicious. I'm glad we faded to black so they could eat in privacy. We don't want to have them, you know, be on camera when they're eating that bread. It'd be very embarrassing. My God, it's as if I never ate it at all.
Such plenty.
Brother, we sat...
Blah, 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 blah. Thank you, blah. Oh. What a quest. Amazing. 15 experience, huh? And a gill bug. Okay. So everything else is pretty much on the other side of town. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Let's head this way. Yeah. Where am I going? Where am I going? Wait a minute. Whoa, I gotta go all the way through town? Can I fast travel? The righting wrongs. Yeah, let's fast travel over here. To the obelisk. Okay. Alright, I got a couple of tips. I got a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. That's it. Just $2. Thank you to the anonymous tipper. No message attached to it for some reason. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, that apparently was a quest. Getting bread for the dude and handing it to him. Then I got a $2 tip. Oh, excuse me. A $2 tip from Freaky Professor. Buy some potions. Do I really need to? Don't you think I'll find some in the world? I have how many? I have 3 regular potions, 3 high potions. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I guess eventually I should just keep buying them, right? I gotta remember to. Okay, here we go. Blah! Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Open world. The open world does look nice. I do like the music, the calming music, right? Pretty nice. Why is attendance so low today? Because I'm playing Final Fantasy XVI. That's why. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really think that many people care about this game. I'm just being sincere about this. I'm not, like, hating on the game. Since this game came out, I have not seen many people talking about it. It seems like this game is pretty much a non-entity in the Final Fantasy universe, which is weird. It seems like Final Fantasy XVI has lost a lot of its prominence. You know, back in the day, playing Final Fantasy would be, like, super hype, and not today, I think it's, like, one of those things. It's like, oh, it still exists, right? So, I'm just being, you know, I'm liking the game, and I'm definitely going to balance it with Street Fighter, but, you know, it just doesn't seem like it's gotten much attention at all since the day it came out.
Used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Alright, new area. Chad King says, even a lot of prominent streamers have just given up on this game. Really?
A moment, my lady.
A moment?
Oh, that's right. He's going to the freaking whorehouse, right? That's where he's headed.
That much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me? Clive?
I don't know. Let me pull my junk out and tell me what you think.
Oh, the dame.
You're a little bit more forward, huh? Why don't we just get right to it? I'll pull out the sausage. You tell me what you think of the Stromboli.
Impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you.
Jeez.
I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested.
They're gonna molest me?
Unless...
No. My body's not ready.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes. That will do nice.
Oh, you're a pretty creepy woman, just saying. Seriously.
I shall expect a favor in return.
Oh, I'm your master now. Wait. Oh. He's like, oh god, it's gonna be a segment. It's really embarrassing, isn't it? Oh yeah, no, I am aware. Grim Reaper says the game sold 3 million copies in a few days. Of course it did. You know, it's Final Fantasy. It's got name recognition. People are gonna play it. What I'm saying is, it was funny. I'd say maybe a few days after it came out, you would see all these posts. I haven't seen much going on at all in gaming media or social media about the game. It's like people were interested in it for like a few days, and then after that, it just seems like all the interest kind of fell off. And I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I'm intrigued. I'm liking it. But there's a difference between seeing a game that's getting hype and people are just constantly talking about, and this one is just like, it like, really the discourse died fast. And I don't know if it's just because it's such a narrative heavy based game, you know what I mean, that people are just so into the narrative there's not much to talk about. But You know, the discourse seemed to be at first, oh, look, a new Final Fantasy. Then, oh, look, it's a little different than the others. Then, oh, look, it's all action-based. Then, oh, look, it's so different than what we're used to in Final Fantasy. And then it was like, what's Final Fantasy 16? I never heard of it.
What did you say was in these pies
You
again?
know one of those hams?
Well, like a plum.
Blah. All right, let's continue here.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot
Tut,
have people
tut.
thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
Oi!
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Oh? Interesting. People are saying some interesting stuff, but I want to interrupt the cutscene.
That wasn't so bad.
It wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
Yeah, but they're stupid.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
So High's Darkness is
Doesn't
saying people are
seem
saying...
like I have much of a
I thought it was
choice.
over. I really thought it was over. High's Darkness is saying people are saying this is a strong Game of the Year contender. I mean, I'm not very far into it. What are we now? Like 12, 13 hours in? So I really don't feel like I'm far enough into the game to really be making those kind of judgments. People are saying the game is going to get like much better soon, which is interesting.
I haven't seen
Not to say that I'm not liking the game, I am. But, you know, it's a little weird that it's so linear and so narrative focused, right?
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Is she in charge of the whole thing? Is she the leader? I didn't even know that.
Drive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Hopefully it's not ridiculous. Who are we kidding? This is Final Fantasy. There's going to be a hot tub inside with a bunch of, like, oiled-up dudes who are going to rub against Clyde inside of it, right? I mean, if you played Final Fantasy VII, you'd be led to believe that's what's about to happen. Right? Anyway, so give me balance to the Super Chat saying Elden Ring, Hogwarts, Sonic, and Final Fantasy 16 have the same map. That's just ridiculous. No, they don't. Just because it's an open-world map does not mean it's the same exact map. That's just crazy talk. Grim River says since the game has come out, a lot of people are going to other Final Fantasy games. My next game that I'm going to play is Final Fantasy VII Remake to get ready for the Final Fantasy Rebirth. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like, it seems like every time I play this, I feel like I think I know what the game's going to be, and then something changes, right? It just feels like that. Like we're still in the formative parts of the game, but maybe not. Maybe that's just the whole game. Maybe the game just keeps you on your toes constantly, and just keeps changing from narrative, then there's some action, then there's a dungeon, then there's a boss fight, then there's more narrative. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's ever consistently one thing. Maybe that's just what it is. I don't know. But, Mark says, it is so weird there's so many game releases in June and early July. Used to be quiet. Yeah, again, this used to be, definitely June, July was a dead time of the year, and then we had 4 or 5 prominent releases within like a 4 to 5 week period, and then everyone's attention kind of went in different directions because of that. So it's funny because usually there's a consensus of what's the big hot thing in gaming. It was like, first it was Zelda for like 2 weeks. Then it was definitely Diablo and Street Fighter for like that 1 to 2 weeks. Then people started talking about this, and now